just wanted to celebrate 3 years of doing ministry in Africa through Project Mensa. And as I just think about where God has taken us over the past 3 years, I'm just so amazed to think about this journey that we were once a small home that started with 18 children, and now we have 43 children, and we're growing even to a second nation where we'll welcome 100 orphan children. And as I just think about the growth and the journey that's just so worthy of being celebrated, I just think about, the story in the Bible when it talks about Jesus multiplying the 5 loaves and the 2 fish. And when I really think about this, I just think about whatever we have, when we give it to Jesus, he just takes it and he multiplies it beyond our wildest imaginations. And this is so true, the story of Project Mensa. And I just think about whatever it is, and this applies to you, whether you come to him with a yes or the little that you have, or just taking a small step of faith, just trust it in his hands, and he'll do abundantly more than we could ask, dream, or imagine. And as I think about just the journey of ministry in Africa, I'm just so amazed thinking about the countless lives that have been radically saved through Jesus. And I think about all our children. I've seen chains break. I've seen darkness turn to light. I've seen the most unhappy children just encounter his love and full of joy. And one of the stories that just fills my heart, to see hundreds and thousands of more children saved and rescued over the next few years, is the story of one of our children named Felix. And he came to us when he was just 14 years old, 3 years ago. And this child had been abused, neglected, abandoned, completely neglected from the time he was a baby. And he came to us with so much hatred in his heart. He was just in bondage, and we just saw day after day how those layers would peel back, and we saw one of the hardest of hearts become transformed through Jesus. And I'll never forget the day Felix accepted Jesus into his heart. Everything changed, and you saw this boy transform into one of the most gentle, loving people that I know, who's dreaming about God using him to rescue even more children. And I think that's just the story and the heartbeat of Project Mensa, that we fully believe we're raising the next generation of leaders in Ghana and Zambia and wherever else God leads us. And when I think about the future of this organization, I think about the stories like Felix and all of our other children who were once neglected and rejected and abandoned, but now they're called children of God, and they're confident and they know who they are because they've had encounters with Jesus that have changed their lives forever. And I just envision nations being changed by these children. I just envision these children doing amazing things for God and just leading their generation to the cross. And it just fills me with so much excitement and so much expectation for what God is going to do in Africa, and I believe around the world. So we just think that this is such a moment to thank God and to thank Jesus for what he's done in our ministry, where he's taken us and where he'll continue to take us, as we even just give him this growth over the last 3 years and put it back in his hands and just trust he's going to continue to blow our minds. And we just want to thank everyone who's been a part of this journey to continue to dream with us and continue to envision nations being changed for the glory of God.